Mindrig makes it easy to develop and deploy high-quality prompts when you're developing features with AI. Once you install the extension, it'll show up on the left-hand panel. I've chosen to move it to the bottom panel so that it feels more like a developer console in a browser. Then you just need to open any file that has a prompt in it. If the prompt has the word prompt in the variable that it's assigned to, then clicking on it will automatically select it. If it doesn't, then you can add a code comment of @prompt, and it'll force Mindrig to pick up the string as a prompt. Once your prompt is selected in Mindrig, then you can run the prompt in your editor and see the results right there as you're developing the prompt. Say we want to compare an OpenAI model to an Anthropic model, and we also want to see how that compares to a Google model. Then when we rerun the prompt, it'll show the results side by side, and it'll also show you how long each request takes, and you can see if it makes any difference choosing one model over another. There are hundreds of different models from hundreds of different providers. Mindrig also works with variables, so if you add a variable to your prompt, then the variable field shows up in Mindrig. I'm going to copy in a chat that I have saved previously, and the role of this prompt is to create a title for that chat. So if I run the prompt now, it'll run this prompt with this variable, and you can see the results at the bottom. Comparing against different models is great for finding the cheapest or fastest model that I want to use, but what I really want to be able to do is compare different inputs. To do that in Mindrig, you can create a simple CSV file, and I create the header and add as many variables as I want. Now, these are chat threads, so it's lots and lots of text, and it's a little bit messy in a CSV file. So I've installed an edit CSV extension to make it a little bit easier to understand and work with. So in Mindrig, let me just remove the models so we have one model for this demo. Instead of entering the variable manually, I want to use a data set. Load the CSV from the CSV file I've created in the file system, and then I can use a single row, a select range of rows, or all of the rows in this case. The last step is to map the variable. So in the prompt, the variable is called messages, but in my CSV file, the header is called conversations. So I want to map the conversations header to the messages variable. And then I run the prompt again. Now, I deliberately used 3 different types of messages. One was about a special type of alternating staircase, then a chat thread about Mindrig, and then a chat thread about restaurant membership programs. And this shows me that this prompt works in various different scenarios or with lots of different types of inputs. And the idea here is that I can now adjust the prompt, maybe take out redundant information, maybe add bullet points to see if that makes anything better, and keep rerunning the prompt and tweaking it until I get the kind of prompt that I want. This is ideal for working on prompts in your editor before you take the final work to a testing environment with other people or a more rigorous testing environment with other tools. And the beauty of working with all the data in a CSV file is that it makes it really simple to import data from other tools if you can export them in CSV, or if you want to then take this initial testing set and export it to an evaluation tool or other AI infrastructure tools, it's really easy to do with CSV files. I'd also like to mention that you can add attachments to the prompts as if you were working in OpenAI Sandbox or Anthropic Sandbox. You can also stream the output if you're working with outputs that are longer than a single sentence. Clicking on the Show Details button on any output gives you the raw response, request, and usage data for that individual call. All of the model options are also configurable. So if you click on the little settings icon next to it, you can adjust their temperature, repetition controls, reproducibility, and reasoning controls if they're supported by that model. If you have any trouble setting up Mindrig, or if you have questions, feel free to join the Discord server where we will answer and help you get set up.